CD. I can see us closer than 3D. Girl, your love is sweeter than kiwi. I can be your Adam, you can be Eve. I'm gon' bite that apple, believe me. I've been searching hard for your love, like a miner digging for gold. And if haters were the ocean, we would stay afloat with the boats. And if you were 4 tires, I would let you ride on my road. If I were your stripper pole, would you work me until I'm rusty and old?
Oh yeah, right. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. Right. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side.
Angel face with angel eyes, you must be heaven sent. Our hearts had a collision and it, mind you, left a dent. This love is meant to happen, girl, it's not an accident. So if you give me your heart, I promise I will represent. You're my pieces, I'm your puzzle. You're my rain, I'm your puddles. You're my teddy bear like Snuggles. If it's team us, let's huddle. We can be strength in life struggles. You're my red nose with no muzzle. I can be the product, you can be the dollars. Girl, let's orchestrate this hustle.
Oh yeah, right. Girl, you my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. Right. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side.
I am directions, you would be the destination. If I were an employer, would you choose my occupation? I must be a shovel, cause I'm digging you penetration. Girl, your love's got a hold on me like procrastination. If I were your telescope, you'd be my shining star. Beautiful, what's a crime? I'm arresting you like the law. My love is your parking garage, girl, come and park. I'ma slide on the playground. Would you slide down my sliding bar?
Oh yeah, right. Girl, you my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. Right. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side.
A new Liberian restaurant and lounge with tasty Liberian and Afro-Caribbean cajun is opening in Morton, South Jersey this spring. The name is Sasa Bien. Sasa Bien is located at 300 East Braintree Road, Morton, New Jersey 08053. Sasa Bien specializes in ethnic Liberian, Afro-Caribbean, and Southern cuisines. We are 25 minutes drive from Philadelphia, 40 minutes drive from Wilmington, Delaware, 30 minutes drive from Trenton, 30 minutes drive from Bristol, and 20 minutes from Burlington, New Jersey. At Sasa Bien, we have a private lounge area for private parties and private and corporate meetings and events. Sasa is hiring for both full-time and part-time employees. The pay rate ranges between $16 to $22 per hour. Contact us today for all your bookings and reservations on 609-468-4232. That's 609-468-4232. Sasa Bien Restaurant and Lounge, a place with tasty dish and comfort.
Do you care to know why thousands of people have switched from using oil-bomb paint to using Zize quality paint? Zize quality paint is a high-quality American non-hazard latex paint that doesn't fade or peel off your walls when applied. Zize quality paint comes in variety of colors that you can choose from. We even customize our customers' paint based on their request just to satisfy their desire. Stop by at any of our 3 branches at Police Academy Junction opposite NP Fueling Station, Baptist Seminary opposite Highway Gas Station, and St. Paul Bridge opposite Marco Plaza. Zize quality paint can be used for both interior and exterior painting works. Customers living overseas can pay through Zelle on 217-720-8858. You can contact us via cell numbers 0777-366-142 or 0770-496-273 or +121-772-08858. Think Zize, think quality.
Spicy love, what's next?
Don't dada, don't dada.
Hey, look at that fun car there. Hey, man, I really want back car.
Look at the woman who won't back eye.
Yeah.
Oh, Mary, how are you?
I'm not okay. Oh. Something really confusing me.
What is it?
Lately, I see too many brands of cars on the road. Different one too. Oh. What if I want to buy a special brand of car? Where do I go?
You mean information minister?
I beg you.
Well, I don't know about the other brands of cars, but I heard Sika Motors have been operating in Liberia since 2013, and they are the sole distributor of all Toyota vehicles. What's unique is that they give you 3 years warranty of all vehicles, and parts are readily available and very affordable.
Oh, really?
Well, you don't know?
I will lie to you. If you are looking to buy any one of these brands of vehicles, just head straight to Sika Motors, you and Drive, and say on town Bourgeois Island. Or better still, you can email them on sikamarketing@cfao.com.
All right, thank you, Sika Motors. You will see me soon.
Sika Motors, your number one authorized dealer of Toyota.
Now, what your money can do, what your money can do, what your money can do. So what your money can do, what your money can do.
Hey, look at that fun car there. Hey, man, I really want back car. Yeah.
Oh, Mary, how are you?
I'm not okay. Oh. Something really confusing me.
What is it?
Lately, I see too many brands of cars on the road. Different one too. Oh. What if I want to buy a special brand of car? Where do I go?
Well, I don't know about the other brands of cars, but I heard Sika Motors have been operating in Liberia since 2013, and they are the sole distributor of all Toyota, Mitsubishi vehicles, Yamaha products, and Bridgestone tires. What's unique is that they give you 3 years warranty on bigger vehicles and whole 5 years on smaller vehicles. Parts are readily available and very affordable.
Oh, really?
I will lie to you. If you are looking to buy any one of these brands of vehicles, just head straight to Sika Motors, you and Drive, Sayontown, Bourgeois Island, or email sikamarketing@cfao.com.
All right, thank you, Sika Motors. You will see me soon. For more information, you can contact Sika Motors on 0775-987758 or 0881-937000.
Sika Motors.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Costa Morning Show. Today is the last day. Yeah, today is the last day in the month of May, and it's Wednesday. It's a very wet Wednesday morning here in Liberia. I have Sylvester Teves now and beautiful Martina Konate. Martina Konate say you're looking too beautiful. I don't know what happened. What happened? What is secret? Well, let me say good morning. You are muted, Martina. Let me say good morning to you and welcome, Martina.
Good morning, Boyka. Good morning, Teves. Good morning to our many listeners. It's good to be back here this morning again to inform the Liberian people about happening in our country and our society.
A lot of people crushing on you in the video. What is secret?
They've been crushing on me from the day I saw face, Boyka. And I eat plenty of their money, you don't mind them.
How far were you Simeon Sereno Seaforth? So you left Sereno Seaforth and then
You were Serena Seaforth. You yeah, and then when I start now, you say I'm a can't die, and you shaking your head now.
You left Sereno Seaforth. You left. Yeah, there are a lot of people around. But it's good to be here. It's good to be here. Teves, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Waka. Morning, Martina. If I just let it open Pandora box, I guess I'll see what it meant. Already gave problem. You going through, send the session a man, a year student, and chase the man out of the year campus. You want to bring another, you put a man here, another Seattle today again.
For real life, I'm ugly.
Somebody told me that the feeder myself, I can't say me about the man the other time. Feeder said the man looking at a Shrek. Ain't no Shrek like Mickey Mouse movie. Okay.
I beg God, I know that he gets Sherman's reason, but he had a boy to reason. When he get Sherman's reason, when he probably would not get me.
According to the story, the man left so bad with me now. The man left real yellow machine.
Okay, guys, we have lots of things to talk about this morning. Beginning with the National Elections Commission. Yesterday certificated 10 additional political parties. Now we do have 30 political parties in Liberia. As we approach the 30 political parties in Liberia.
Yeah. Small country.
That's the amount of parties now we do have in Liberia. According to the National Elections Commission, because yesterday they certificated the final batch of political parties, which were 10 political parties, making it exactly 30 now in Liberia. So the press conference was held yesterday at the National Elections Commission. We just try to, I just thought that we just flag that so Liberians can know as we approach the 2023 elections. We do have 30 political parties.
Just want to get our support to Georgia with their 10 members, so they get a small team that everybody political party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So and also we have something to look at. Jefferson Koji, he made a statement yesterday at the press conference. It was day before yesterday, at the press conference. And also, since this halabaloo between Stanton Waterspoon and Isaac Jackson, we haven't looked at that, and it's something that we need to look at. So those are the 3 talking points, and somebody said that we should reflect in the issue about the Labour Party. We'll just chip in. Labour Party diaspora asking Yombly to stop using their political party. Yep, we'll just chip in on that, but those are some of the things that we'll look at here this morning. So Martina, those are the, you have anything on your list that you want to chip in, but I think this can be exhausted on today.
Puaga, what's about the video you placed in the chat room concerning Jefferson murderer Kochi?
Yeah, I included that already. Yeah, we'll include that also.
Okay.
All right, so folks, good morning, welcome. This is the Costa Morning Show. Martina Konate, Teves Na, and now Boakai Amara Kamara. We are pretty seated here to bring you today's edition. So I just thought to flag that to let our public know that we do have 30 political parties in Liberia. But folks, this is let's begin with Jefferson Tamakoji. You know, the last time when when Akaros Moses Gray wrote on his Facebook page when Kupokra attended the Unity Party program, he said that they were going to make sure that he's removed from his post as Post and Telecommunication Minister. And few days after, he was relieved from his post as Minister of Post and Telecommunication, Kupokra. And now, Jefferson Tamakoji threatening others, government officials, telling them that if they don't want to be on board the CDC, they are being watched by them and actions will be taken. That's according to Mr. Koji. Actions will be taken. We'll play the voice. Martina Intervers will come in with their own analysis, and I will make my own point on that. But let's play the recording that I'm talking about. Then we can start to talk about the issues that is surrounding it. This is Mr. Koji.
Government officials. Government officials. Tell me what you want to tell me. And you think you can be in our midst and be engaged into double standard. I didn't hear that, look. They are asking you, people telling you they will pay you from now to January. They will pay all your salary. You want to purchase your way to power? Let us know very clearly. Transport Ministry wanted to descend on you, but the chairman said we should disengage. Take note. We are aware of your interactions. If you are a loyal to habit, if you are loyal to certain lifestyle that you cannot afford to to disengage with, on the basis of that, you sit in this government and you begin to assist and facilitate against the interests of this government. Want to say to you before war. It was so good that the chairman intervened immediately. We were prepared to unmask and shame because it's painful when young people, old people who go on the caution song and vote for this president, and stay bear in mind and remain hopeful. And some of you who accidentally become privileged, accidental privileged characters, we got no issue with you, but we want you to have a conscience of responsibility, and you must be able, you should be able to understand that there's something got you here, you must be loyal to it. To be in transport ministry and be availing yourself to the detriment of this government, you need to be forewarned. The next time we will not forewarn you. Next time we will not forewarn you. The masses of our people will have a solution for some illnesses. You have to ask some medicine for it. I want to say the transport, thankful, grateful to the chairperson who has said he takes seize of this matter because we have to see information. To see information. I virtue as Secretary General of the party, in collaboration with the biggest intelligent officer of the youth chairperson, I furnish our offices with a plethora of information. And that's why we want you to be forward. Chairman, the party remains supreme, we take heed, we will not disobey. It's coming on you. All of you in justice ministry, all the ministries. In justice ministry. Amanda, where you? Amanda, where you? Amanda, where you? Amanda, where you? Reactionary mechanism. This time is about life and death. We want to be very clear on you. We have responsibility for a cross section of young people in this country. who have labored and dedicated their heart and soul to the populous people revolution. We owe them. We owe them. We owe them clearly a protection of their effort. And you come and gamble, you must be mistaken.
I want not Liberians. Are you guys listening to Mayor Koji? I really want you guys to get the message that is coming out of Mr. Koji's mouth. I really want you guys to analyze from your own perspective. I'm playing the recording because there are a lot of things in the recording that Liberians need to be very careful of. Lots and lots of things that we need to be careful of. There have been a lot of deaths in the country. Now, Mayor Koji is saying that this election is about life and death. Those officials that are in government at various Ministry of Transport, Ministry of Justice, should be very careful with their double standard game that they are playing, or else actions will be taken against them. They were accidentally placed at a position where they are now. That's according to Mr. Koji. Please, I beg you, Martina Teves, hold on. Let me replay this. Let Liberian understand what I'm really trying to say here, because when we make our analysis, the monarch can say, oh, I hear a part of the recording. Let me just replay it for the Liberian people.
Those are you government officials. Government officials. Tell me what you want to tell me. And you think you can be in our midst and be engaged into double standard. I didn't hear that, look. They are asking you, people telling you they will pay you from now to January. They will pay all your salary. You want to purchase your way to power? Let us know very clearly. Transport Ministry wanted to be sent on you, but the chairman said we should disengage. Take note. We are aware of your interactions. If you are a loyal to habit, if you are loyal to certain lifestyle that you cannot afford to disengage with, on the basis of that, you sit in this government and you begin to assist and facilitate against the interests of this government. Want to say to you before war. It was so good that the chairman intervened immediately. We were prepared to unmask and shame because it's painful when young people, all people who go on the caution song and vote for this president, let's stay bare in mind and remain hopeful. And some of you who accidentally become privileged, accidental privileged characters, we got no issue with you, but we want you to have a conscience of responsibility, and you must be able, you should be able to understand that something got you here, you must be loyal to it. To be in transport ministry and be availing yourself to the detriment of this government, you need to be forewarned. The next time we will not forewarn you. Next time we will not forewarn you. The masses of our people will have a solution for some illnesses. You have to ask some medicine for it. I want to say to transport, grateful to the chairperson who has said he takes seize of this matter because we have to see information. To see information. I vet you as Secretary General of the party in collaboration with the BTS Intelligence Officer, the Youth Chairperson. I furnish our offices with a plethora of information. And that's why we want you to be forward. Chairman, party remains supreme, we take ye, we not disobey. We carry on you. All all of you in justice ministry, all the ministries, stop. In justice ministry, Amanda, reaction of mechanism. This time is about life and death.
It's about life and death.
We have responsibility for a cross section of young people in this country who have labored and dedicated their heart and soul to the populous people revolution. We owe them clearly a protection of their effort.
Amen. This is about life and death. The young people suffer to get the CDC where it is today. So some of you guys in government are privileged to serve positions that you are serving in today, that was given to you accidentally by President Weah. So you have to be very careful as you go about doing your double dipping standard in Liberia. So let me begin with Martina. You listen to the sitting mayor of the Republic in person of Jefferson Tamakoji. What's your own take? And Sheikh Musa Sako will be joining us on this one. Yeah, Martina, it's over to you. What do you make of the mayor's statement?
Well, let me say this twice before I address Jefferson Kochi. I want to address with the Liberian people. Shame on us in this day and age to give power to people who don't know anything about power. But everything that we're going through today, we brought it upon ourselves. But imagine people don't have right to protest for their salary anymore because it's election period. The people want to win again. So if you think you're working in government, you are just privileged to be served in a position. So if you think you will come to protest against their government, in which means you are pledging support to the opposition community. It's so sad. It's so sad, Boyka, that we, the Liberian people, we're good at talking, but we are not good at making decisions. And Boyka, we will stay long discussing Liberia issue. Because a coachy, day he passing around here with one trouser, one t-shirt, or even one lady blouse, because he used to wear all those things. When we're really high on him, when you go look in the DK, you know some lady blouse that you see a man t-shirt. But when you look at the neck of a lady, Jafasi Kochi used to wear all those things because you don't know the difference. All in the name of poverty. But today, he has been elevated by the Liberian people because they gave power to incompetent people. But I look at the remark that Jefferson Kochi making. This election is about life and death. Yes, it's been about life and death ever since. You think we don't know? You think how our four auditors lost their life? You think how Matthew Innes lost his life? Because he refused to be compromised. And our four auditors, they refused to be compromised. And that's how they lost their life. Don't tell all that this election is about life and death. From the day the government came to power, it's been about life and death. We know that. And that's why we've been telling the people. The judiciary killing have been going on. And on you, Jefferson Kochi and Josh Manewia. Because you take instruction for Josh Manewia. You believe that emulating people, it means that you people, your government going to do well. To eliminate people. Why you want to eliminate people for? If you think that this person is not working in your interest, you get rid of them, Boyka. It's so sad that in this day and age, you'll be taking somebody's life unlawfully. Or in the name of, because you think that you want to remain in power, you want to confuse the Liberian people. But let me say this. Let me say this, Boyka. We need to be careful. We need to be careful because the people are set. They are ready to carry this country back to the dark days. At this time, everybody know election period in this country, Boyka. Election period in any country, you people need to be careful. because they both opposition and ruling establishment, everybody is in gear right now. For a ruling establishment member, senior official of the CDC, and government employees, Jefferson Kochi will come out with a kind of statement. It's a threat to our nation and our society. But yes, some people will say, oh yeah, the man speaking, you see the dormant seditions in the back, the chanting battle cry behind the man, right? In the chanting battle cry behind the man, they're celebrating him for threatening the nation. They're celebrating him. And trust me, nobody going to say anything about it. Even the very people we depending on, nobody going to speak on this issue. Jefferson Kochi has stated it clear. And the Constitution gave us that right to associate with anybody we want to associate with, and we want to disassociate, we get it right to do that. But now, because you're working in government, if you try to do it, they're going to go after you. At the end of the day, you will see the person ballet in the street, like the way we saw Gifted Lama Abbas, Peter from Boto, and Niswa then ballet for Niswa, he ballet were found in your compound. But all these three, the other three, the rest of the three, their ballet were found in the street. And what he give for out of it, nothing. Nothing came from out of it. And Jefferson Kochi coming again to threat people. He threatened people's lives because he believed that as long you work in the government, you're forced to support this government. But Boyka, let me say this. Our opposition, they are not ready. Because Boyka, this threatening measures from Jefferson Kochi, not his first time. From the day they came to off power, the people been threatening people. Boyka, remember people were working early government. They used to go to CDC party headquarters. They would wear their t-shirt, they wear their beret. But since this government came to power, I challenge anybody tell me this person working in government. But they go to United Party headquarters, or they go to ANC Party headquarters wearing their t-shirt or their cap. The people supporting their political party undercover. Because what they're working with are irresponsible, incompetent people. They cannot affiliate anymore with their political party. And when they were in opposition, they have people in government, they were affiliating with their party. They even used to sit and have an open debate. But now you're working in government, you should be very careful how you talk about this government. The next thing you will lose your job. And Baka is a threat to any nation. When you see it happening like that, it's a threat to any nation. But like I said, we Liberians, we are good at voting bad leaders till we can realize, till we can pick the goats from among the sheep. Then we will make progress. But till then, we're going to experience the same thing over and over because we are good at making bad leaders, especially when somebody not bad at Kobo. You need to be representative, you need to be senator. They don't vote people based on their competency. They vote people based on because you humanitarian, so you need to be in our house. And humanitarian, you go there, the person need money to continue on their way. How much they pay them over there? At the end of the day, brown envelope will be the solution. Then you be there now, you be crying. But anyway, Baka, like I said, we Liberians will brought this upon ourselves, so we'll cope with it.
Okay, so before I cross over to Sylvester Teves now, I just got this information. Koji is making a statement on behalf of President Weah. President Weah do have a recalling on policy issue about Samuel Wulu, the Minister of Transport, how he's been supporting the ABC, that's the Alexander Cummins. Mr. Cummins, President Weah do have a recording of Samuel Wulu on policy issue where he been disagreeing and then alarming with the ANC or CPP. So Koji is not speaking as Koji, but he's speaking as President Weah. So this message is not coming from Koji, it's coming directly from President Weah. Koji is just a messenger. So I just wanted to let you guys. Somebody just told me that. I just got a very great message from a reliable source that this message is not from Koji, it's from President Weah. So Teves, we cross over to you. What do you make of Mr. Koji's statement?
Well, thank you, and Puaka, and also our listening to Martina. And, all of what she said, they are in line. I have known Brother Koji for over the past years. We've been members of CEO, the Center for the Exchange of Intellectual Opinions, an intellectual center located on Carey Street. And also back in the days around 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, when I used to affiliate with the CDC, I've also known Brother Koji. as to some extent, right? And but Abraham Lincoln said, the 16th president of America, he said in a quote, "Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test the true character of a man, give him power. The Koji that I have known yesteryears has automatically changed and he has ascended to power." Many a times people attribute some of those wicked things, like some extrajudicial killings, terrorizing peaceful citizens. Some of them could be true and some of them could be lie. But the form and manner in which Koji conducts himself clearly tells me that some of what people been saying about him, these are things that he been involved into. A senior government official, the mayor of the biggest city in the Republic of Liberia, is seen, is heard, is being watched by tons of people in and around Liberia, out of Liberia, making these outlandish statements, threatening people. When you even listen to the beginning part where he was addressing the minister of transport, right? He attacked the personal life of the minister of transport in person of Senwulu. Like he talking about a lifestyle. And that lifestyle is a phony lifestyle that a man needs to support in this. How can you address your colleague in that form and manner? And what is so appalling is that President Weah will sit looking at an appointee in his government, making such a statement, which has the proclivity to enact chaos in our country. President Weah will sit there without doing anything. And like you just said, I don't know what that information, whether that information is true, that statement is backed by the president that Koji uttered. This is so sad for our country. If you're wondering why investors cannot come to our country, these are things that scare away investors. That yesterday we were just discussing the threat to the CDC. This is one of the threats. Koji has become one of the threats to CDC. How can you stand there and make this kind of a statement attacking the justice minister? Tomorrow, if anything happens to these people, should Koji be distanced from that? No, absolutely no. Koji will be implicated because these are threats made against these people. These are your colleagues. The same way you were appointed. That's the same way they were appointed. They enjoy the confidence of the president. Until they are dismissed by the president, they still enjoy the confidence of the president. If the president sees it befitting, sees it expedient to have them dismissed simply because they are not doing what he wants them to do, he can dismiss them. But they still enjoy the confidence of the president. Who are you, Koji, to be threatening your fellow colleagues? You talking about the election is about death or life or death. That statement is scary. Hope our international partners are watching. Hope our international partners are listening to a senior government official in this government making these kind of threats. Yes, Koji might have some genuine points, angering because according to him, the people are not getting what they stood in the sun and the rain for. But is that the means? Is that the channel to which you can give your message, or you can present your case? Is that the means threatening people? insulting your other colleagues. This is so important for our democracy. I cannot wait. I cannot stand the day that it will be announced that CDC is a past government. Buaka, this is scary for our country. Koji has become one of the three sons that cannot be touched. They get the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? Three, the Trinity. He's one of them. Because any serious government with a serious president, people like Koji uttering such a statement, the next minute or hour after your presentation, you will be fired. You will be fired. But because George
let's look at the perpetual silence.
That's why you won't be fired.
Yeah, Tevez, let's look at the perpetual silence of President Weah on some of these things. You listen to Joel Howard Taylor's statement in Lofa County. Now you're listening to the mayor of Morovia, Jefferson Tamakoji, and the president is mute on some of these things. Isn't there a reason for him to speak out, or it because it's in his interest? That's why he's been so mute on some of these things. Don't you think it may create some problem for a re-election?
For every cause, there is an effect, right? President Weah thinks he's doing it to us, but he's doing it to himself. Because anything that happens in his government, people are not going to say it's a Koji-led or a Joel Howard Taylor-led government. They are going to say President Weah-led government. Which legacy President Weah will want to leave with the Liberian people? Is this a legacy of sitting down there and not doing anything to mitigate situation? Is that a legacy that President Weah wants to leave? Is that a legacy where extrajudicial killings are all around the country? Is that a legacy that President Weah wants to leave? It is a legacy where corruption has become a housemate in every home. Is that a legacy that President Weah wants to leave? Is that a legacy where George Weah and people came to power, stole sufficient money building our private homes? Is that a legacy that President Weah wants to leave? For every cause, there is an effect, and that effect will be marked by these things I've just named. George Weah, with all of the fame that he has made for himself through the football arena, everything has been erased by his political involvement where he's watching, and nothing has been done. People that Koji is supposed to stay be called mayor, people that Joel Howard Taylor them, have you come out to issue a disclaimer about some of
I'm sorry, I was mute. I didn't know that I was mute. Yes. I think it's the network from their end. Probably maybe LEC go their network is tripping because it's raining heavy. Yeah, since last night up to today, it's still raining here in Monrovia. So I think probably their network got problem. Yeah, like Stevia was saying about Jefferson Kochi, right? It is a disgrace to see Jefferson Kochi being called a senior official for this government. But like I said, even the man we call president, he not worth being a president. But what's happening at the end of the day? We still have to call him president because we gave him that title. We voted for him. I say we because majority carry the rules. Even if I come out today, I say I did not vote for him, but majority carry the rules, so it works for everybody. You understand? Before you think about a Jefferson coach, you look at the person you make president. Ellie and all her weekend, but Ellie is administrators. You saw the way Ellie governed us in this country, yeah, even though she steal from us. After 14 years of civil war, all the money that they brought to Madame Salif administration so she can help to rehabilitate the Liberians. And that's why you see people make decisions. Some people, their family were killed right before their eyes. Some people, they saw people slaughtering their friends. So many people are traumatized in this country, but because we are African, we look at these things to be a minor issues, but it's still affecting some people. Trust me, it's still affecting some people. Like for me, during the war, especially the last war, World War III, we used to go and sit right on the road. When we see the people then passing, the people then walking and tease them, my neighbor used to sell color, one piece of color for $50. The people will buy it and tea, they be sharing it among their children and themselves, one piece of color. It was so sad, so sorrowful. Even my neighbors, some neighbors, we got here, Bassa people, they got a big church. The people open their church to people. The people opened their church to people. The people then came there, they were lushing there. By the end of the day, many of these people, they are traumatized. And then you go and give them precedent that remind them of the past. What Jawia is doing, what Jefferson Kochi is doing. And let me say this, whether you like it or not, no seditionists will say, oh, you stop accusing the president. But Jefferson Kochi is indeed speaking for George Manewia. You know, George Manewia, you're not able to face the public. George Weah don't speak to the Liberian people. Since his son message, we are not going to speak to us again till the day we kick him out. God forbid excuse or when he win election again. But the real truth is, Jefferson Kochi always speak for George Manewia. And Jefferson Kochi take instruction for George Manewia. If you think what George and Jefferson Kochi is doing, Jawia is innocent, stop fooling yourself. George Manewia is aware of everything that Jefferson Kochi is doing. The guns that Jefferson Kochi purchased and bring in this country, how you managed to get the money? People were instructed to give money to Jefferson Kochi to purchase these guns. Jefferson Kochi don't have money. We all know Jefferson Kochi was just a broke boy passing around here when he talking the Salaba all year. People who know Jefferson Kochi, they tell you about Jefferson Kochi. But today, what happened? Jefferson Kochi have become the best. Oh yeah, because Jefferson Kochi take instruction from the president and he do exactly what the president wants. Jefferson Kochi is second in command. That is what they're passing around doing. Jefferson Kochi, when we are speak, Jefferson Kochi speak a stand. If you people don't know today.
You're enjoying yourself there, Martina.
Yeah, guys.
Sorry.
How you done that, man? What about?
Yeah, we are back, and Martina, thanks for holding it down. So, we have talked a lot about this, Koji, and for me, my frustration here is that President we have been a person of peace, and he served as peace ambassador. So if he's sitting there and allow his administration, where people will be pointing finger at later on, if he's not president, they will say, "Oh, it was a Weah-led administration." Is going down the dream just like this because he want to accommodate young guys that are singing praises to him today, and they are doing bad to the Liberian people. I say, President you're not doing yourself any good. Today now we can say the past administration, Taylor-led administration. Tomorrow we'll be saying the Weah-led administration, the X, Y, and Z. Under the Weah administration, this was what the mayor said. He threatened people, and a few days after that, we saw dead body all on the ground. So let's look at Teves. Let's look at the issue about this threatening message coming from the mayor and officials that this message is going to. Do you think there is any need of them tendering their letter of resignation because they have been seen as being playing double standard game with the CDC-led administration? Is there any need for them to send in a letter of resignation?
Send in a letter of resignation for what?
Because they have been threatening.
Could you speak?
Yeah, but this message.
You see what Jefferson Kochi was That's what I said. That's what I said, Bwagai. Until the president sees it expedient that, because everyone that is appointed works in according to the wings and caprices of the president, right? So until the president sees that that person no more enjoys his confidence, he can have them dismissed. Because a fellow appointee threatening another appointee should lead that other appointee to resign? No. As a matter of fact, they have cabinet meetings, right? Some of these things should be raised in cabinet meeting. You just get 1 million passing around threatening all your friends. So all of what the people have been saying about the man, I can say it is true. Because no policy-driven administrator who is ahead of an entity should be seen in that form and manner. Because any statement that you make, it becomes a policy statement.
Yeah, but Tevez, on the other hand, don't you think if you want to align with a political party and you are serving in the government, don't you think it's better for you to let go of the administration and focus on the party that you want to support?
Waka. I consider all of these things are rumor, right? Until that is proven, right? Because for me, I don't support double dipping. Right? If Jefferson Koji and elects, according to him in this particular video, he said the youth chairman is the biggest intelligent arm of this government. The youth chairman, in person of Imara Johnson, right? He's the biggest intelligent arm. He possesses all of the intelligence as it relates to people involvement and and there. So if Jefferson Koji and his so-called biggest intelligent arm have the evidence, they have fact that government officials are involved into double dipping, playing game with the CDC and also in bed with the opposition. If they have facts of evidence, they can take it to President Weah and say, these are the people that are undermining their government. If President Weah sees they have fact, that is tantamount to dismissal. Because for me, you can be working for me, and there's a way you disagree with me, but you can be working for me. You having access to policy documents in my institution. Then you're doing business with somebody who I see as an adversary, leaking out information, and that has the proclivity of damaging my business. Then you want me to work with you. I cannot do that until the so-called biggest intelligent army person of the youth chairman, Imara Johnson, presents the evidence to President Weah and say, these are things the justice minister and that of the transport minister are involved with double dipping. President Weah see it amounts to dismissal, right? It amounts to dismissal. Let them provide the evidence. But you cannot come and be, that student politics way of doing things. And, we get information and this and that and blah, blah, and blah. This is not student politics. You are running a national government that requires the survivability of the people. Millions of people depend on you for survival in terms of the policy, those good or driven policy that you implement. Not to stand every day and threaten people and make statements of fear to instill fear in people. Then President Weah says that without doing anything. I will just basically conclude that President Weah sanctions all of those things that are happening. He sanctions it because any good president, a president who means well for his people, a president who gets the people back, a president who watches over, will immediately step in and call this to order. But President Weah sits there and he does nothing. So it just tells me that he sanctions, he cooperates, he backs these actions from these irresponsible and reckless government officials in Koji and others. I realized something. Mobile model is learning some sense. Mobile model is learning some sense. All the Baba thing and Koji and Poe even say all the Baba thing again. Yeah, model learning some sense. Recently, have you heard model speaking? In that his tune that he used to speak in, you cannot hear it. So all the Baba thing, they can say Koji from God and the Fakao you can hear. But nothing lasts forever, Koji. You are a young man. You need a life to live after the CDC-led government. Will you go out of the country to live, Koji, my friend? Will you go out of the country to live? This is Liberia. This is a country that no one can be deported from as a Liberian. Koji, my friend, Koji, what will be your life after this government? Hey, man. Waka, man. Young man.
You don't have life in this country after the government leave power, Javis. But you don't have a life in this country after this government leave power. That's why.
Okay, guys. All right, guys. So we need to transition. We have made our point on the issue about Koji. We just tell President you need to take some actions now before it is too late for you and your administration. So let's transition to the issue about.
Well, I thought that you told Jenna that Jefferson Kochi is speaking for George Manewuya. Then how you expect the men to take action?
Of course, but this is a message. So if he can take the actions, who else will take the action, no, Martina? So
Jefferson Kochi has done worse, more than this. More than this, no action was taken against him. That Jeff is speaking out. You know how many blood on Jefferson Kochi hands? No action was taken. And George, we know what he did to these people. No action was taken. Then because of Mary's statement, they will take action against him. Jefferson Kochi work in the way and pleasure of George Manewuya. And George Manewuya endures everything that Jefferson Kochi do or say. So just forget about that.
Okay, so first we have to transition.
Let me chip something before you come in. Just speaking of Jefferson Kochi, right? I was contesting in CEO's election in 2020 as the co-chairman of CEO. And then every attention was on me. You know why? Koji didn't have people, Koji registered all the other candidates then in the race for the various positions. And he instructed that Tevez now should not win the position of co-chairman.
Because you're working with Costa.
Because he says if Tevez wins, Tevez will have influence at CEO to make sure that Costa decisions are granted and the opposition decisions are made. Can you imagine, man? So when I came up with a flying color, I beat a district number 13 coordinator, youth coordinator, CDC 1, James Sosa. I whipped that guy with an avalanche margin. So they went to get a report to Jefferson Koji to ask, how is the election result? How did they go? Is that naming, Adolphus won? Is that about the co-chairman Tevez? They said Tevez won. They said people that were around the man in that office, they said the man banged on the decks and insulted. You said that Tevez won the election and stuff and what have you. Can you imagine? The brother involves himself into every other election he wants to have that domineering say, whether student politics, whether organization, everything. The brother fly or Lisu or the board now jump into every combinated election just to have a will prevail. What sort of nonsense is that? What sort of nonsense is that? What sort of nonsense is that? You think you're the who yet? You're the godfather of Liberia? If you are not reading history, Koji, wait and see. Do you want to ask where Taylor is currently residing? Are you not learning from history?
You know, even Coach Chucky, you know.
Do you want to know where others who have committed mayhem against our people are residing? Do you care to know?
But Jefferson, they're compare yourself with Chucky.
This is just
they're compare yourself with Chucky.
You're needing to the other thing, you're needing to that other thing. This is just too much as a young man. What is this? This is just too much, man.
Okay, guys.
Chucky used to kill openly. Chucky killed a blind man to Vamuma before. He said, why the man looking and he not even know the man blind. When he killed the man, before he realized that the man blind. Openly, what is Chucky they're not doing in this country? Today, why is Chucky? And we still get a place called Liberia. Liberians, we stay here. Chucky have put himself in a problem that his life, he just pack himself one place. Jefferson Kochi, watch and see. Watch and see. Your own will be so dangerous. So dangerous because you're young. You not even live half of your life that you're supposed to live, but you just not destroy it ahead of time. Watch and see.
Okay,
one,
what
one
guys?
powerful,
We
one powerful in the government. You get men at Chokon who is close to the president, but you seldom see Chokon. Do you have proximity with the president Chokon or the other guy from Liz? How they call him Pepsi Yeke? But do you see the guys there in
One
his
type of
house?
Carrasco that right behind Jowia. You see Carrasco party respecting people.
Carrasco they doing these things here? Eh? But when you want every day your name, oh man.
Yes, very good.
We need to transition to another talking point here. The issue in the Liberty Party is another thing that is emerging. We will pass through it. A letter was written to Senator Nyombli Kanga Lawrence. It says Liberty Party National Headquarters, 19th Street, Sinker, Republic of Liberia, telephone number, blah, blah, blah. May 25th, 2023, Senator Nyombli Kanga Lawrence, 9th Street, Sinker, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Senator Kanga Lawrence, it has come to the attention of the Liberty Party USA, LP USA, that you and several other residents of the United States of America are advertising a fundraising call, LP USA Summit 2023, under the name of the Liberty Party USA, to be held in Arlington, PA on June 2nd to the 4th, 2023. The Liberty Party USA is a legally registered entity in Wilmington, Delaware, United States of America, with telephone number, blah, blah, blah. You neither sought nor received permission to host any event the LP USA, nor you are authorized to do so. Therefore, we believe that you are willfully and knowingly infringing on the rights of the LP USA and the LP. Additionally, fundraising in the LP USA name without permission or authorization and without any mechanism for reporting money received to the United States government is illegal and subject to the laws of the United States of America. We demand that you and any other involved immediately cease and desist from any further use of the LP USA or LP name in any communication in the United States and cancel said event and any future event schedule. If we do not receive an affirmative response from you by May 29, 2023, indicating that you have fully complied with these requirements, we shall be left with no alternative but to take any and all legal remedies available under the laws of the United States of America to rectify this situation. Regards, Navaski Conan, interim chairperson, LP USA, authorized by Musa Hassan Bedete, president slash LP USA board. So, Musa Hassan Bedete, once again, is in the news. According to the LP USA chapter, Nyombli and other folks in the Liberty Party, they are hosting event and soliciting funds in the name of LP without the authorization from the organization head in the USA. Now, this brings us to another talking point, Teves. Is Musa taking over this party, or the beef between he and Nyombli? He want to be seen as the person that is fully authorized to carry on activities without others doing same in the Liberty Party. Martina, we'll begin with you. What do you make of this communication coming from members of the LP USA chapter and authorized by Musa Hassan Belete, asking Nyombli and others not to go about doing any fundraising rally in the USA?
Well, guys, you see, reading the communication are just laughing because I believe they say heaven help those who help themselves. Why, God? If you fall into a problem unknowingly, God will intervene. But when you put yourself in problem that you already know about, and you know this person character, for God to intervene, it can be very hard because you knew about it and he knows everything that people said. You went for it, but now you want God to intervene. God will intervene in cases like that. That's what happening right now to Yombli and her faction. Boyka, Musa Bedete will do everything to belittle Yombli Kanga Lawrence. Musa Bedete will do that, trust me. But like I said, before Musa Bedete get the power that he claimed that he have today, and think that he can bring Yombli to her knees, Yombli was the one who gave him power. But everything that Musa Bedete doing today, it was premeditated. And I want people to know in Liberia, Musa Bedete don't have a life on his own. There are some things Musa Bedete doing. He's not waiting to do it, but he have to do it because the man is a criminal. If Musa Bedete just say, let me turn this party over to Yombli, George Money, we are going to work out the road phone case. And they will jail Musa Bedete, they will ask you to pay that money. And if you can pay that money, they will jail him for it. And you don't even have that money. 4 million plus. Well, Musa Bedete even worth 1 million. That's it, they can be talking. Oh, they may get money, they may get money. Y'all will not know that Musa Bedete, that hustler, that Musa Bedete getting $1 million trouble right now. They will jail Musa Bedete, all of y'all will be confused. Say, but I thought the people say they may get money. He don't have money. Musa Bedete is just a common hustler than any other person. But yes, Musa Bedete don't have life on his own. So bringing Musa in your circle, you should be very careful. Because let me say this, even the next government to come, if they want to be irresponsible, like the CDC government, they will still use Musa Bedete. Musa Bedete owning the Liberian people. And every government that comes to power, they will use that against him, and they will use Musa Bedete. That's what some people don't know. There are some things happening, you're not even happy about it, but this guy does not have life on his own. The man is a criminal. The man owning the state. So because of that, any irresponsible government that will come to power, they will use this man like the West CDC government using him right now. You think Musa happy for people to be bashing him everywhere? You think he happy for the thing he's doing? How you be doing it? Majority of the people criticizing you, but you still continue to do it. Musa afraid to go to jail. Remember the Nigerian people running after Musa for their money. When Musa duped the people, they take the bill to LPRC. He duped the people all of their 18 point some more $1 million. Now he operating it. The government protecting him. And that's where Musa getting your money from now. The Musa only the state 4 point some more $1 million. You understand? So Musa does not have life on his own. And Senator Yombli Kanga Lauren knew all this. And she still went here and awarded the man the chairperson position. So you see what happening now? Sometimes when you want to blame Musa, just look at the total state that Musa in right now. Musa does not have life on his own. That's why I want you people to understand. Every government that comes to power want to use Musa, they will use Musa because Musa is a criminal. Musa only with the Liberian people. And because of that, they try to investigate that case. Musa will go to jail. It will leave a good government that will come to power and say, let me investigate the case here. And when they investigate that case, Musa will still go to jail. But what this government doing? They're using him to destroy the opposition because they want to remain in power. And Musa get no option but to work in the way and pleasure of this government because Musa said don't want to go to jail. Musa protecting his own interest. Musa not care for Liberian people. He not care for Liberty Party or neither Yombli. Musa is protecting his own interest here. Musa refused to do what George Mane Wuya want. The next thing we see Musa in your orange jumpsuit to saw beach. So that's it. Musa does not have life on his own.
Okay. Terrence, come in. We need to take course on the issue about the Unity Party.
I'm not going to do it. And, I'm not going to take much time on this because let me go strictly the legal way. Uh, Musa Berete, we all know, is the chairman of the Labour Party, and he in what you might call it connection or contact with all of the various chapters. As a matter of fact, the Labour Party USA chapter, there is a document that is also out that that particular certificate of incorporation was filed on May 3rd, 2022 in the state of Delaware. Musa Belete also posted it last night, and he was sending a warning to those who we think are now legitimate officials of the Labour Party USA chapter. He has also threatened to have a lawsuit against them if they go about in the name of Labour Party raising money and stuff. They could be sued by Musa Belete, and I think if they are not the legitimate officials of the Labour Party, I ask them to stand down because they can be sued in the United States of America. They can be sued like the statement you just read, Waka one. Vasiki Kone.
Yeah.
Vasiki Kone is the interim president or interim chairman of the LP chapter USA, and so basically, I'm urging them to tread courteously because if anything happens, that is America, right? You go and illegally raise money and stuff, you could be sued. If what Musa Belete is alleging is true, that they are not a legitimate officials of the Labour Party USA chapter, if they go about raising money or doing things in the name of Labour Party USA chapter, they might be sued. But we just watch how it plays out, and we will hope our further comments to see how things go.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. We need to open the phone line now. The phone lines are now open 0770 102 102 086 010383 0555 102 102. The WhatsApp number is plus 231 888 624171. Probably those in the diaspora and a member of the Liberty Party have more idea on what we are saying here, and they want to make in their input. The WhatsApp number is plus 231 888 624171. Plus 231 888 624171. Or you can call us on 0770 102 102 086 010383. That will take somebody from this line here. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning,
brother. How you doing?
Good morning, Tommy. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you, brother. Thank you for affording me the opportunity. How you doing, Martina? How you doing, Kevin? Bwaka, under the CDC government, Liberia has become a pitiful and shameless country. You understand? So that's the reason why we got to get rid of these people in power for Liberia to restore her dignity internationally and locally. You understand? That elect was in Koji.
No, Tom.
Hello, Braga.
Yeah.
Hello, Braga. Are you there?
Yeah, go ahead, Tom Will.
Yeah, thank you. That functional electric idiot called Jefferson Koji has validated the recent recording that came from America. According to them, they said the police director for the Border State Corporation was under duress and was induced to have said all what he said, and Mr. Stanton Waterspoon, Mr. Fagan, and Sex Sector were accused of being the mastermind behind that recording. But from all indications, given the recent public threat on the life of those government ministers, those top government ministers by Jefferson Kochi, is a true manifestation and a real validation that Kochi, everything that came from that audio was exactly Kochi behavior. Kochi intimidate and threaten people in the government. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Tom Will. 0770 102 102 86 010 383 555 102 102. If you're in the diaspora, You can call on the WhatsApp number that's +231 888 624171. You will be live with us here this morning on the Costa Morning Show. We play you a recording by Mayor Jefferson Koji threatening other officials in government that are playing double standard again with this government. He said they need to be careful because this coming election is about life and death. And if you don't want to be a player of the CDC, you have to resign your post, but you don't have to be playing double standard again while you are in this government. So the phone lines are open, and the other issue about the Liberty Party, Musa Belete and his team from the USA writing a letter to Senator Kanga Lawrence asking them to desist from using the party's name in raising funds. 0770 102 102 86 010383 Chopper 5 102 102. If you're in the diaspora, call us on the WhatsApp number +231 888 624171. You will be live this morning on the show. We are still anticipating calls this morning. Sorry, we couldn't be on the radio due to some little technical problem, but it will be sort of tomorrow. We'll be live on the radio. So we stay taking your calls. Keep them coming in. 0770 102 102 86 010383 Chopper 5 102 102 Bwaka Kamara Teves Na and Martina Konate. We are here and we are anticipating your calls. So Teves, there is no call yet. I will interrupt you if there is any. But the last time we saw Stanton Waterspoon and Ashley Jackson on the Spoon Talk show going head on. Mr. Waterspoon said, asked Jackson a question that got Axel Jackson annoyed and started referring to Stanton Waterspoon as criminal X, Y, and Z. I don't know whether you follow that case. But before we go over to you, let's take this caller on the line. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, how are you? I am Musa Mike Mara, co-chair from the JQ movement. And Samuel, thank you for the brilliant presentation. Then I appreciate what you have done to letting the public know that the verdict on the court is not what the public is discussing. The true verdict on the court is what you put out. And my question to you, I heard that our rescue model gone to the state. What are the activities she's going to be involved in so we can follow and we can be preparing for her welcoming back home as rescue model of the team?
I don't know about that. I don't know, Musa. I'm not in a Liberty Party, so I don't know in and out. So we still taking calls. But Teves, I was asking the issue about that emerged between and Isaac Jackson.
So I followed the program, and a question was then asked by Stanton. And the question that was then asked by Stanton got Isaac Jackson somehow upset. And Isaac in return decided to raise an issue, which is a fact, that Stanton has been indicted. Stanton is accused of stealing, and Isaac Jackson raised such an issue, Parker. And then Stanton in response.
Several years said we are like put them washing the market with me. They do not understand. Just a stand on that rule. They put understand. Why your criminal thing? Everybody get understand.
Stanton in response got irritated and decided to remind Axel of some gesture that he has rendered he asked before. And now Axel says something for which I want to get in line with, that because you gave me 1,005, does that mean that 1,005 can buy my conscience? Let me say this, Waka. I'm not a fan, I'm not a fanatic, I'm not a supporter of Axel Jackson, right? Axel Jackson and myself have crossed several paths in terms of disagreements. And but we Liberians, we have this mentality, right? If someone does good for you, if the person is involved into something very ugly, you should not say it. When you say it and the people say you're an ingrate, you believe in gratitude. How we here, Stanton invited me before at the Boulevard Palace. Some of the photos were on Facebook. One guy saw it. Saw me eating that clock sandwich. That clock sandwich you saw me eating. Stanton has been indicted by the U.S. government for stealing. So because of that clock sandwich that Stanton bought me with a can of Coke, does that mean I should not say that Stanton has been indicted by the United States government for stealing? Should I say that? No, listen. The greatest thing that I'm always reminded of is not to enslave my conscience. When I feel that this is right to speak on, I speak on it without stupor. I speak on it. It is a fact that Stanton has been indicted by the United States government for stealing. Should we not say it? Isn't that a fact? Isn't that something that can be traced and backed by documentary evidence? So when you say now because you bought me clock sandwich and a can of Coke, I should bury my conscience and don't say anything about that? So Axel Jackson has promised to give the man back his 1.5. And let people start this, right? Even the country, Liberia, right, that is endowed with so many natural resources, we still go out begging. We still go out begging. There was more about a human like you or me, who sometimes still become robbed. If I ask a friend for assistance, does not mean I don't have a worth and value. I do have a worth and value. So it's better for me to go and ask than for me to go and steal. So if I ask and you get rid of me, thank God. If I ask and you don't get rid of me, thank God. But it will be very, very ugly and disgraceful that I will go and steal. So Axel Jackson is just an ordinary person who will go out and asking friends for assistance. Who can tell me in this world, on the live feed, on the live video, who can tell me they have never asked a friend for assistance? Who can tell me? Then that person put their hand up.
Good question.
Who can tell me? So if Axel Jackson goes to Stanton and asks him for assistance, should Axel Jackson bury his conscience and speak and doesn't speak to the reality? People are passing around saying, Axel Jackson can beg, he can beg. Axel Jackson a beggar. Axel Jackson, you are a proud beggar. Yes, be proud with that because you did not go and steal.
But because he is on the clock sandwich. Because he is on the clock sandwich.
Yeah, I ate a clock
Can I
sandwich.
say something?
But Stanton has been accused and indicted by the American government for stealing.
Let me say something.
Let me what I'm thinking. Who can beg that friend? Who can beg that friend? Our here not beg people before. Waka not beg people. Martina not beg people. John, we are with the president not beg people. Sure, should that be an issue? We gotta stop this petty way of doing things, man.
Okay.
But I got to say something, right? Tell us story about the crop sandwich I laugh. You know when they Dagme Bennett came out about State of Water Spoon, when TVS posted about it, they went and took that picture.
Even Manchester United top eating a clock sandwich.
But look, That it sound funny, right? But what you say is the reality. Waka in Liberia, when somebody ever help you before, and when it does wrong, don't speak about it. You don't have right because they gave you 1 cent or 2 cents. And that's why, Waka, you see me? If you want to come for say Martina, there yeah, but you waiting for Martina to go tell you, say, I want it today. That my boyfriend I can ask. He responsible for me. I'm an African woman. He the one supposed to make me live like a queen. That he the one get right to ask. Because tomorrow they can act like they have never get it jammed before. So because I said Jassy received 1 fine for a Stanton water spoon, I said Jassy don't have right anymore to criticize Stanton water spoon about his criminal activities or behavior. Because somebody gave him 1,000 fine. And that's why many of you think. You better don't say Martina father that on your own when she not ask you because they tell you what do wrong on the social media. When Martina finish dragging you, you already know Martina more. When she finish dragging you, when you ever assess her before, you will ask her to pay your money. Nobody will be slave to their conscience. Now because you get at the same thing you were doing. Stanton Water Spoon help the Liberian people. Stanton Water Spoon help the Liberian people. What's about the people life that were in danger? In America, are they not human beings? Are they not deserve to live? They Stanton Water Spoon case that you're joking with this. They say when you haul rope bush, you'll be joking. Because everybody that were affected, they fake a nurses then that were having a degree. When any patient ever die in their hand, Stanton Water Spoon get percentage inside. So you'll be passing around, you'll be joking. It was very, very dangerous on his part to endanger thousands of human lives, all in the name of greed, because you want to get fast money. You want to get rich overnight. So because you get somebody 1,000 fine, nobody get right. When the Stanton Water Spoon issue started, when you started taking people picture, you're posting it everywhere. When Stanton Water Spoon when you're able to make money, you're when you do the one, whoever asks him for his money. Stanton Water Spoon choose to do good. And he didn't tell anybody that he was getting illegal money. The Stanton Water Spoon tell anybody that you were getting illegal money, criminal way to another way. No, he choose to help. So you stop what you're doing. That the same thing you will do again tomorrow when somebody they will job in power now. Tomorrow job we leave power. People who work in job we government, if they try to talk about it, you will say, oh, you ungrateful. You ungrateful. All of you help the man, let it. I'm not slave to anybody. If you do wrong, I will tell you. That's what make us human. And that's what will make the person to do the right thing. But because somebody buy you 1 piece of bread, the person do wrong, you can't tell them that you do wrong anymore. Then why are you friends with the person? We are friends to correct one another mistake and to put one another on the right path. But if you and myself we're friends to be singing praises to one another because somebody buy a sandwich for somebody, there's no need for the friendship. Friendship is about putting someone on the right path. That's why I love friends who can criticize me. When you criticize me, I know that you are my true friends. Then for you to sing praises to me. When I does wrong, get that courage as a friend to tell me, Martina, what you did is wrong. I will live for people who are around you. If they don't tell you the truth, you will continue to live in mistake. Look at Jawia today. People around Jawia, if every one of them are going to mop up the courage and come with one voice to tell Jawia he fought, what Jawia is today, he was never going to be in it. But Jawia surrounded himself with also sycophants that seeking praises to him. And that's our nature, right? That we Liberians.
Martina, let me just say this. My point here is that you are on a talk show. For instance, I do ask you guys a question, and the question I ask you is left with you to answer or not. So if Asik was asked a question, he was asked, what have you seen in Charlene that you are supporting, Charlene Bronskin that you are supporting, that you didn't see in her father that you criticized and insulted back then? That was the simple question that was placed to Asik Jasin. That question is left with you to answer or not. What I'm saying, Teves, even if you are a panelist on a show, and then I am the host here, I ask you a question. Teves, I'm not demanding you to ask. For instance, I come on the show now. I ask you. I say, Teves, what do you make of Costa not speaking to the public for X, Y, Z did? It's left with you to say, Boakai, I don't have answer to that question. It's left with Costa that have the answer to that question. So I will not poke into his problem. So let's move on with the show. So Mr. Jackson had the opportunity to answer or not. That is totally journalistic and professional. But if you come on this show or on someone's show that you want to criticize and denigrate the person in the eyes of the public and make yourself look good, don't you think that the person need to come out? For instance, the person have once upon a time fair you, the person have once upon a time done something or done a favor for you, but now you are coming to denigrate the person in the eyes of the public because you want to make yourself look good and make the person look ugly. That's what makes Stanton mad. Stanton waited for him. He concluded, Tevez are coming, you talk, he concluded before Stanton could come in. So it was left with Isaac to answer that question or not. You can come in, Tevez, and Martina can come. But for me, I see that's my point.
In intellectual argument, right? Intellectual argument, I think some is fun in journalism too, right? There are promotional questions, right? There are promotional questions that are asked to people, right? Just to beef up their stance on a particular issue. But also in intellectual argument, when questions are posed to opposing side or people who are considered panelists, sometimes the questions come with intent. You look at the intent of the question, and right there you will know the derivative, the derivation, right, for which that person is learning to. Let's take, for example, the question according to you that was asked by Stanton Waterspoon about how Isaac that reminding the man about things that he was being condemned for, like calling Bronsky a bald-headed bastard man, and according to Stanton, that the man has insulted Bronsky, for which what does he see in challenge today and stuff. The question has an intent to have the man reminded about those things for which he will be brought to the public to receive several latches. That was Stanton's entire intent, for us to receive latches. That was why he reminded the man about his past. So Isaac too, being a bombastic intellectual who understands the coducts, decided that, but this man want to bring me to public ridicule. Because things that I said about Bronsky yesterday, because of politics and stuff and what have you, he wants to rejuvenate this argument for which that would make me to look ugly in the eyes of the people, while I'm on the other hand presenting my candidate Charlie Bronsky to the public, for which she could be rejected because people might say Asa is not a right messenger, right there the man will be bombarded. So Asa felt before the man tried to mimic or to derail the essence for which I'm on the show for, let me go at him. Asa went for him, went for his neck. He felt irritated also. So the question that was asked by Stanton, it had an intent to derail the essence for which Asa was on that show. Because Bwaga must say, yeah, I did something very bad to Bwaga in the past. Bwaga daughter up, Bwaga son is up. I'm supporting Bwaga. Oh, that the man supporting the Bwaga son, the Bwaga that he insulted this and that. You don't gonna perception and brings to the discourse. He said, but the man, if you insult the man, part the man and do the same to the man, so we're going behind that man. Stanton's entire intention was to devalue Asa on the show. That was the intention. Asa reminding you about the past. He stole the American people, he took the people in
Tevez, before Martina come in, let me just come in. I want to respond to that. Tevez, like I said, and I will keep saying, in journalism or politics, not only limited to Liberia, internationally, they will ask you question to get something out of you. Yes, of course. The question I will place to Asset Jackson, even if Asset Jackson come on the Costa Show today, I will ask Asset Jackson that same question. What have you seen in Charlene Bonskin that he didn't see in Walker Bonskin that he criticized yesterday and now healing Charlene Bonskin? I will ask him. So, okay, I haven't stolen from the Liberian government. I haven't stolen from the US government. I haven't done anything bad to probably somebody think I've done something bad to or Asset Jackson. But if I was the one that asked Asset Jackson such a question, so will he go to look for something that I have done years back and then bring it up if I haven't done anything bad?
Why, guy, can I say something? Why, guy? Why can't I stick? Tell you to stick to? Our tell God said they show that cut to it. Okay, why guy was saying something, right? Let me just say something to what Boyka was saying. Boyka, you know the spoon talk. Most often, these people, they go at one another. Everybody know them for that. It's not just something that, you know, you will say, oh, this is not a journalist work they are doing over there. The people, they are talk show hosts. So you don't compare their work to a journalist work. They are talk show hosts. They are not journalists. They are talk show hosts. So they were just doing their job. Normally, people who follow the spoon talk, people go back to back on that show. They always go at one another. Everybody know that. Sultan, that Richardson go at Stanton go at Richardson. People, even the time Ben Seven, they were there, tomorrow in George, that they job they do over there. They are a talk show host. They are not journalists. If they were a journalist, what can happen on the spoon network? It will not happen there. They will come, they discuss the issue. Everybody gave their point of view, and they will disengage. But they always attacking one another. That shows that they are a talk show host. Let me say this, Claire Boyka, that your question I'm answering here. I don't know what happened to your network. You said that he asked Jackson a question. Boyka, let's look at the question. Before even the question come in, look at the previous discussion before the question came in. Because for one fact I know, Stanton Waterspoon and one person always know how to get on people's sleeve. By the end of the day, because he bought somebody bread before, they always in sympathy with him. And not Stanton Waterspoon for instance, but it's like when you complaining because the chicken cheese he can give to his people on his platform, they laugh about it. But from the day the Spoon Network started having their show, we've been discussing this issue. One Stanton can be very rude to his people. That because of the criminal activity that were exposed, you see Stanton right now, Stanton has been very moderate. But Stanton used to be very aggressive on his platform towards his people. Everybody know that. So if somebody coming for Stanton Waterspoon, it can be any other person, I would be here to defend that person. But if Stanton Waterspoon like a hat. When he get rid of you hat, you get rid of him hat. You see Stanton Waterspoon and Mariah Yakula never used to pull when she was on the spoon that way. Because Stanton thinks that he can control people because he get criminal money. He thinks that he can control people. And when Stanton know that he not do one good for you, he just talk to you anyhow because he want to tell the world that yes, I did it good for you. Look at Stanton Waterspoon. People who have received $5 from Stanton Waterspoon, Stanton very careful how he address these people. But when Stanton not do $1 good for you, Stanton can be very rude and aggressive to you because he want to tell the world when you respond or when you get back at him, then he come up, boom, I did this for you, I did that for you. Stanton never attack people that not $5 for him before. Never. From the time Spoon never been operating up to now, Stanton always attack people that he have putting money in their pocket. That's what he can always do. Or somebody that he have accessed before, he always attacking them. Stanton is a very rude panelist on that platform there. That a criminal activity been making now he slow down. Because you know many days we discuss that issue. Many things, a lot of people. So Stanton now is in the driver's seat. So everybody will fall for it. Oh, Stanton water spoon like this, Stanton water spoon like that. Stanton should know how to address people, boy. If you don't want a cat to eat the fish, tell the fish to not smell. If you want for people to respect you, respect don't come from heaven, oh. Respect don't come from heaven. The way you present yourself, people earn respect. People don't buy respect, boy. So that's Stanton know this today.
Martina, you know, for me, like I said, I am not that person that's go by the wave. What I'm saying here is this, Martina. I'm not support. You know, I'm one person that criticizes Stanton. But my point here is that if you want to make a difference, if you are given the opportunity to make a change, like for instance, the question I was placed to Isaac Jackson, he could have saw himself there to sell the CPP, then going radical to get himself off the show. If he was asked a question, there are two-way street. He either answer the question or he let the question go. What I'm saying, Martina, if I ask you today, I say, oh, Martina, so like you don't want passing around you loving to people, men and blah blah blah. Martina, you can answer me to make the public know that you are not involved into such activities. You can remain silent. You say I have no comment to that because I know I'm not involved into it. It's left with the librarian people to discuss it.
You can ask that question if you don't have a side. Why?
Yeah,
You can ask that question if you don't have a side. Everybody knows Stanton Water Spoon side on the Spoon Network. You can ask that question. There are certain questions people ask when you are independent and you will get a right answer. But you cannot choose a side. Then you ask certain questions, the person will bombard you. You have to be independent to ask certain questions. But you cannot have a side. Then you want to ask certain question, the person will bombard you. Boyka. The question you said just now, you can ask me, Boyka, if you know somebody that say I love to their man, and you already taking the person's side, you come to ask me that question, Boyka, Lord in heaven, hell will lose bread that day. Because I will vibrate on you. Are no, you are not no, but I will bring everything I can chunk it also. But you want to chunk it also. Who know an independent person can ask an independent question. Now somebody who are probably choosing their side, but that's the reality. Everybody knows that that's what choosing your side. Maybe after he tell he won't come work in the rescue government. Who knows? Say all the crook and criminal coming on.
After wedding.
Okay, so guys.
After you take a turn.
Because I started coming in. For me, I would say that Isaac Jackson should have answered the question. He should have answered or not, or remain silent on it. But a lot of people are calling in. Please, we will take 5 calls. Then we can come and conclude on that. 0770-102-102-86, 010383. Let's take Sam. Yeah, good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, panelists, I want to ask you a question. I'm calling from the United Kingdom. Was there not a gathering of political parties signing together a fair, free, and peaceful election?
Yeah, they did. Farmington agreement.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Because I'm calling from the UK. I will watch everything that goes on in Liberia. Now, based on that, do you think Jabesi Koji is right in threatening the voters or the Liberian people?
No, he wasn't. He's
about their decision?
No, he's not right.
Also, do you think it's right to incite civil unrest, riot?
He's not right. He's not
civil disobedience?
No.
So these are all the things that I think you will be accused of by the international community. Because if anything happens, that's crime against humanity.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's take somebody from back home here. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Pretty well, welcome.
Yeah, I'm happy to be on your show today. You know, my great sister, award is done. Yeah, the platform.
Your alarm is very low. I don't know what's the problem.
What?
Okay, go ahead.
Getting me now?
Okay, go ahead, you're live. Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead, my brother. I don't know what's happening to your line. You have to call back. Let's take somebody from this angle here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, back. Yeah, morning. My name is Kuna Adams. I'm calling from New Jersey, USA.
Welcome, Kuna.
I listened to the show, the any part of the show, the accidental thing that you people talking about. That man, he himself looked very rude on that show that day. If you feel to yourself that Stanton show, people keep complaining that Stanton was now a good panelist on the show. That man, he can't say he can listen to that show. If you're not on the show, he can listen to it. You know that people talking in the corner, oh, you know what, they show looking at it. Why you can't there for why they invite you and you can't there? And you came on the show, they ask you question, then you left the question and go into the personal thing. You hold your friend man break, they will pee in your palm. Stanton was very right. That message was very aggressive. Liberian people, they can't answer questions. That one, most of them they go to that embassy, they move from there with rock my roll. Because the thing they can ask you, the person will leave it way in the corner and go explain their grandfather thing. That what they ask you for? They only ask you simple question that your friend made. They ask you that what they made, yeah, that's for sure. So what they made, yeah, that what they made, bro, in. So if the man asks you, you don't get answer to it, the whole thing just call it short.
Yeah.
Say, hey, my man, the people that said that thing, they were lying. This is not why it happened. Or you can't go leave it and go in the personal thing, and you know that undercover, you now hang out with that person and go sit down on the person table. You hold your friend and break that pee in your palm so you can smell it. That makes up.
Thank you so much. We take another caller from this line here. Thanks for your input. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Becca.
Welcome. Your name, where joining us from?
I'm Richard Harry Jr. According from Italy.
Welcome.
Yeah, I partly want to disagree with Martina and Teves. Yeah, when the brother came on the show that very day, the question was directed to him to answer the question. And besides that, if you feel that the man is corrupt, and the show is corrupt because he's indicted for criminal activities, there's no need to go a corruption. You sit by yourself and go and criticize. You can't come on my own session to come and plug me there. I will take it from you. Where I know with him, I said very well that the money you calling me that I stole is in your stomach, you passing around, eating it, passing around. Anything you do to me in the public, I will try to revenge. And Stanton was very right to address it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's take another person here on the line. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. I don't know what's happening to your line, but you need to call back 0770. We can take like 3 more calls. We have already run out of time. So just making your contribution by calling on the WhatsApp number +231 888 6241 71. Then you will be live with us this morning on the Costa Morning Show. So whatever you are, you listen to the discussion that we are having here. So we can take 2 more calls coming up. +231 888 6241 71 or 0770 102 102 886 010383. Now take this person on the line here. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Hey, brother, this is Aloysius Gaka. I'm calling from Florida.
Okay, Aloysius.
Hello?
Welcome. You are live.
Hey, brother, I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. There's a delay in your communications, but I was calling purposely about this Stanton Wallace situation with that young man the other day. If you follow the conversation from the inception, you notice that when that gentleman got on the show that day, he was very rude. The first person he attacked on that show was Good Day. Before Stanton will even come in, he attacked Good Day and he attacked other panelists. before Stanton joined the show. And when Stanton joined the show, when that question came out, he went straight at Stanton. So you know that the gentleman was very rude from the beginning. He got on the show. Now, anybody, both Martina and Travis, if somebody come at you and castigate your character right in the eye of the public, you're definitely going to come back. And all Stanton did was defending himself. I'm not a big fan of Stanton at all. Travis said from the beginning, he also not a big fan of the gentleman. But the gentleman are right to come at Stanton. Indeed, I'm not a fan of Stanton as well, but you come in the public and castigate somebody's character completely different from what was discussed from the beginning, you will have the person will have no option but to come back at you. So that's the situation.
Thank you so much. Let's take this person here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, DJ. Early morning. Are you coming up?
I'm pretty well. Welcome. Your name is joining us from?
I'm not Georgia.
Welcome.
Yeah, my man, I'm listening to my brother sister Martina. The fool was speaking the walls and you were not correct. It was distant from reality. Let me be frank. Let me be fair. That's why I read to say every other thing except for that man. So the question I'm asking you are very simple questions. Either yes or no. Or no, you are going to the next personal issues. So for me, I'm seeing it necessary. If you say you're giving yourself a dear brother, that's realistic. You should not look at one side. If anybody you defend yourself.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in. That's our last caller for today's edition of the show. We need to wrap it up, guys. On the issue about this, Stanton, Martina, I will start up with you. Let's wrap it up from your end and the entire show for today.
Okay, Braga, let me say this, right? People say, oh, you try to tarnish somebody character. Nobody trying to tarnish anybody character. That's Stanton doing. What Stanton was telling his diplomat, what Stanton came, when Stanton opened the show, Stanton was break about his wife, all the success he get today, all thanks to his wife. His wife was very supportive. Nobody knew that Stanton has a criminal record. So if the criminal record come out, expect people to always engage Stanton with that. If you say the man was rude, why you not tell Stanton to play the beat, bro? Let me say this. Why you think in Liberia politics? That's why I'm not supporting Joseph Boakai anymore. But why you think in Liberia politics, no politician get anything to tell Joseph Boakai? The only thing they will tell you, oh, you can sleep. The only thing they use on him. Nothing they get to tell Joseph Boakai because he protected his character up to today. Don't damage your character up there when people use it against you. Wait. Stanton wanted to get rich overnight. Stanton wanted fast money. So you're safe people were there, somebody attacking somebody. If you live a better life, Joseph Boakai been around before Stanton Waterspoon. Joseph Boakai is one of the major political figures in our country. Why is it that people not attacking him? People get nothing to tell him. Politically, nothing you get to tell is Joseph Boakai to destroy him. Why is it? Because he lived his life for himself and other people. You stop accusing people when somebody do wrong. When you do wrong, people will put it in your face. But there people don't talk about Joseph Boakai good. They find it fuck on him. When you do good, nobody will talk about it. People always looking for bad to discuss about it. So as a human, always live your life for tomorrow. Don't just live for today. So that thing that you people talking, they will watch another movies on the Stanton and the Spoon Network against somebody will attack Stanton Waterspoon about his criminal activities. He didn't live his life for people to seek praises to him. Stanton wanted to get rich overnight. So what you want people to do? If Stanton get at anybody, they will get back at Stanton Waterspoon. So you are save us with that. That's what Joseph Boakai. Common example. The whole political stand, nobody get nothing to tell Joseph Boakai. Because he lived his life with integrity, transparency, and accountability. So nobody get anything to tell him. But when you say you won't get rich overnight, then when somebody come and say, you'll be real sometime. Not because Stanton Waterspoon supporting you. Stanton Waterspoon is a criminal. And nobody tell him to go carry on his criminal activities. And people will always say it to his face. I want you people to know this today. Boakai, that's all I got to say on this Stanton Waterspoon issue. I think I'm a closing part. statement. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Teves.
Yeah.
So I think today was a good show, and we'll always be here to give our perspective on these happiness because we should be involved as citizens to always give a clear definition as to what and where our country goes because we are opinion leaders. And I enjoy the interaction from the public where sometimes when we make our argument, there are some scrutinies that are being carried on by the audience. I think it is a healthy thing to do because our democracy requires that. Although we have our opinion to express, because there's a saying that says opinions are like noses. Each one has one to express. So as we express ours, it is an incumbent responsibility on others to express theirs and not to brush out them, in that form and manner that they may be seen less important. But this is our democracy, and I enjoy the exchanges. Tomorrow we'll be back, same time, same station, and I want to say thank you for the opportunity, brother.
Thank you so much, Teves. Thank you, Martina. And for me, like I said previously, I'm a team and post on this. The Stanton Waterspoon. I'm not a fan of Stanton, but if I do go on the Stanton show, and I know that he's involved into criminality, even though he haven't alleged on him yet. He haven't been gone through judicial process by the law in the U.S. If he do ask me the question that we're seeing condescending about me or will want to denigrate me, is left with me to answer said question or not to respond to it. I reserve comment and then I move on. It will be more professional than me going to criticize him because of what he have done. He invited me on the show. If I know that he's a criminal, I will not go on his show because he's a criminal. If I just go on that show, I should know that a criminal already invited me. So anything I say there, and then the criminal thought is in my stomach, I should be mindful on what to say on the criminal show. When Stanton invite you, if you know that he's a criminal, don't go on a criminal show. Don't go there. If I Bwaka America man want to reach out to you in your inbox today, I tell you, say, oh, please come on the Costa Show, and you know that I have done something to you one way or the other that you think you can come on the Costa Show, it's left with you to stay out. It's very simple. You can tell me, say, oh, my man, there's no need for me to come on the Costa Show. But if you come on the Costa Show and then you want to denigrate or whatsoever, that's what got them to where they went. So that's just what I'm saying. If somebody asks you a question, you can market yourself from there. You can make yourself look responsible more than that person, that you going low towards that person on a level. So it was very simple. This question I posed to Isaac, he needed to just answer the question and it was done. Or he needed to just remain quiet. So join us tomorrow morning. We'll be here with another fascinating discussion. Sylvester Teves na Martina Konate, and now Bwaka Amara Kamara will be here with another great show. Join us tomorrow. Up until then, it's bye-bye from our end.